What is going on, everybody? This is Dirt Griggity. Look, I had to do a video regarding the PlayStation 5 event. And yeah, I'm just going to give my thoughts about it. I want to kind of break it down game by game about what I thought about the event. And, you know, first off, I think the show was pretty good. I thought it was pretty decent. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was still a decent show. But I feel that Sony left the door open for Microsoft to surpass them. Maybe that's just the Xbox dude in me, but I feel they left the door open. But it was a decent show. But let me go ahead and break down what I thought about each individual game. First off, the show started off with GTA 5. This game will not die. Now, the game is an absolute masterpiece. The game is a masterpiece, but the game will not die. So they're remastering it for the Xbox Series X and also the PS5. Yeah. GTA 5. No backwards compatibility, but they will remaster that bitch. Anyway, then Jim Ryan brought his ass out there, said something about, you know, the PlayStation, blah, blah, blah. Then they showed the first big surprise of the night, Spider-Man. Spider-Man Mike Morales. Come to find out now, I just found out that it is like an expansion. They're remastering Spider-Man for the PS5, and this is like a little add-on, you know, just a new part of the game, DLC, whatever you want to call it. But I thought it looked pretty good. So the next game after that was Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo has been around PlayStation for years. It looked pretty good. You know, I'm not going to say it blew me away. Spider-Man didn't blow me away either, but it looked pretty good. Gran Turismo looks good. It didn't blow me away, like I said. It doesn't look phenomenal. But hey, it's a Gran Turismo game. The next game was Ratchet & Clank. That game looks absolutely amazing. No doubt about it. Very beautiful game. And this is one game I'm definitely getting day one. I don't believe they showed a release date. Maybe they did. I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year. But whenever it comes out, I'm definitely getting it because the game looks incredible. The Pixar-style graphics. Yes, that's one game that truly impressed me at this show. So the next game after that is Project Athena. I believe it's a timed exclusive from Square Enix. Yeah, they said it's a timed exclusive, so this game eventually will come to the Xbox Series X. But yeah, so far, you can tell the game is still early in development, but it looks damn good. So this is a game I'm definitely interested in. Now, after Project Athena, it was a game called Stray. Now, this isn't for me. All I remember is seeing a cat with a backpack on. Nah, this ain't it for me. But it might be that. It might be the game that you want to play, but for me, nah, I'm good on that one. Then the next game is Returnal from House Marquee. House Marquee is, I believe that's the team that made Resogun early in the PS4 generation. But I think the game looks pretty good. It's like a third-person shooter, sci-fi. It looks pretty good to me. That's a game I'm definitely interested in. Next up, we had Sackboy. You know, Sackboy from Little Big Planet, the little brown little sack. Looks fun. You know, it's not a game I would probably get, but it looks fun. Next up is the game called Destruction All-Stars. Now, this game actually sparked my interest because it looks incredibly fun. Play online or with your family, but it's pretty much a car combat game. Destruction car combat game. They're running into each other. I actually saw the people get out of the vehicles. That's kind of crazy. They're like hanging on the cars and running. I don't know. The shit looks crazy, but it looks incredibly fun. Next up is a game called Kenna. Now, this game looks pretty good, man. I love the art style. It looks like you know, action RPG maybe. It looks pretty good. Those little black creatures, I don't know what the hell they are, but yeah, this game looks good, man. I like all types of games, no matter the art style. If a game is good, the game is good, flat out. And this game looks good to me. Now, the next game was a game called Goodbye Volcano High. I don't know what these little creatures are, They're in high school, they're playing instruments and shit, and I don't know what the hell is going on in this game. This one is a no thank you. No thank you. Then we had Oddworld, Soulstorm. Now, back in the PS1 generation, they had the Abe Odyssey games, that little green alien thingy. I never liked those games, and I'm definitely not interested in this game at all. Have no interest in this game. Next up, they had a game from Bethesda called Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm hearing that this game is a timed exclusive for the PS5 also, which I'm very surprised by because I don't really think that Bethesda do those timed exclusive or exclusive games, but kudos to Sony for making this deal happen. So yeah, this is a timed exclusive. I believe it looks okay. It doesn't look amazing to me. It doesn't look next gen. It doesn't scream next gen, but it looks okay. So it's a time exclusive, and it will eventually come to the Xbox Series X. I'll probably wait for it to come to the Xbox Series X, knowing my Xbox loving ass. Next up is a game called Jet the Far Shore. It's not for me. It's an indie title. It looks okay, but it's really not for me. Small indie title. Next up is Godfall. Now, remember at the Game Awards last December, they showed off Godfall, and PlayStation guys, oh, that game is going to be better than Halo Infinite and all that. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I think Godfall looks like shit. Now, that's just my opinion. You might think the game looks great, but for me personally, the game looks like shit. Godfall does not impress me at all. And I went back to look at it in 4K, still looks like shit. Hey, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Godfall didn't impress me at all. Next up is a game called Solar Ash. It's another indie title. It looks okay. I love certain indie games. It looks okay. Not amazing, but it looks okay. After that, they show Hitman 3. Hitman 3 looks like Hitman. If you play one Hitman game, you play them all. Hitman 1, 2, 3, Blood Money, Absolution, all that shit. I like Hitman games, so I will get this one, and this looks like a Hitman game. And it's supposed to come out in January 2021. Of course, this one is a multiplayer. The next up is Astro's Playroom. Now, I loved Astrobot for the PlayStation VR. Great game, great game. And I'm not sure this one, they didn't mention VR at all. They're actually showing the DualSense controller. So I'm assuming this one isn't a VR game. Actually, I think people just assuming PlayStation's going to have a VR too. And they haven't announced anything yet. And to see this game, I don't know. Maybe it will be on VR, but it looks cool because that was a great game. Next up is Little Devil Inside. It looks okay. It looks okay. Not really my thing. Nice little indie title. But the game looks pretty good. Excuse me. And now next up is NBA 2K21. Now, it looks great. Absolutely great. I'm kind of confused though, because I thought the Xbox had the marketing rights. Now, it seems like these annual sports titles, there's like usually a 5-year deal with marketing rights. And I believe Sony had got it in, was it 2013 to 2018? And I thought Xbox had the marketing rights, but maybe Xbox has got like a 2-year deal. I don't know, because Xbox had marketing rights for 2018. I don't know, from 2019, 2020. I don't know, but who the hell knows? But the game looks great. Of course, I'm a big NBA 2K guy, and the game looks amazing. They said that's in-engine, so very impressive. And the next game after that, now, listen, before I talk about this game, I want to say that PlayStation guys make fun of Bleeding Edge, Grounded, Battletoads, those cartoony looking games. And, I understand that Xbox needs more realistic games, more adult, more mature games, and they do. And I understand that PlayStation has more of those type of mature photorealistic games. But this game called Bugsnax, let me tell y'all something right now. If any PlayStation fan make fun of any Xbox game, smack the shit out of them. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. A strawberry with eyeballs, a damn walrus with strawberries on his arm. What the hell is going on in this game? So, yeah, Bugsnax is not it. And this game ain't it. Listen, your kids might like it. No, I'm good. A strawberry with googly eyeballs. This ain't it for me. So next up was Demon Souls remake. This game has been talked about for a while. There's been rumors about this game. And, you know, I'm not interested in these type of games because, you know, those games are a little bit too hard for me. Not saying I can't beat them. I just don't want to go through the shit. So this game isn't for me, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that's interested in it. It looks pretty good, though. The next up is Deathloop, which is another game from Bethesda that's a timed exclusive for the PS5, supposedly. And it's developed by Arcane Studios. I enjoy Arcane Studios games because I enjoy the Dishonored series. I love those games. Also Prey. So their art style, I'm not crazy about their art style, but their games and the gameplay is phenomenal. So Deathloop is something I'm definitely interested in. But like I mentioned, it's supposed to be another timed exclusive. So we'll see what happens. Next up is Resident Evil 8. Yes, this game looks great. I love the Resident Evil franchise. Of course, this one is a multi-plat. I can't wait to play this on Xbox Series X. And yeah, it looks phenomenal. And it's supposedly coming out next year, early next year. So, you know, I can't wait for Resident Evil 8. I love Resident Evil 7. Some people hated the first-person view. Hey, I love Resident Evil 7. So I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 8. Next up is a game from Capcom called Pragmata. Looks like a sci-fi game. This is a multiplayer, also a sci-fi game. I don't know what the hell the story is about. The girl seems to have some type of powers. The cat, I don't know, is a damn hologram. I don't know what's going on with this game, but it looks very interesting, and I'm interested to see some actual gameplay of the game. Now, next game, of course, is Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Looks amazing. It looked good during the stream, and I watched it afterwards in 4K. Looks absolutely amazing. We knew the game was going to look amazing now, y'all. We knew the game was going to look incredible. And yes, it looks incredible. Now, this didn't appear to be real gameplay, true gameplay, but maybe it was. I don't know. But it looks incredible. The game looks dope, and you know Guerrilla Games is going to have a phenomenal looking game. They didn't say when it's coming out. I don't believe it's a launch game. Maybe sometime next year. And last but not least, they actually showed the PS5 console. My prediction was I didn't think they were going to show the console, but they did. And I love the look of the console. I really like the look of the console. It's definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be. They did like some calculations and they said it's maybe not as wide as the Xbox Series X, but it's definitely longer as far as height, and it looks great. I love the look of it. Some people say it's sexy and all that. I don't know if I say it's sexy, but it definitely looks great. But the bigger surprise is that they have an all-digital version of the PS5. That was the biggest surprise. I mean, but that's the one I'm going to get because I went all-digital with my PS4, and yes, I'm going to get that version. As long as it has the same specs as the original PS5. But yeah, I think they both look great. Still no price announcement. That's no surprise. It seems like Xbox and Sony's playing this game like, who's going to announce the price first? Who's going to announce it first? You know. Nobody's announcing the price. I don't know. But anyway. So yeah, at the end of the day, if I give the event a score, I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it started off real strong. The middle was and I thought it ended strong. So I'll give it a 7.5. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought of the event down in the comment section. Like I said, Sony left the door open for Microsoft to kind of come in there and really impress us a little bit more. And the game, the event was good. It was pretty good. It wasn't great. Like I said, I was expecting it to be phenomenal because Sony hasn't showed anything in 2 years as far as game related. They didn't show anything in 2 years. I was expecting it to be phenomenal. It wasn't phenomenal, but it was a good show. So we'll see what Xbox does in July. As you see, I'm wearing my Xbox Series X shirt. You know, I'm hyped for it. And that's it, y'all. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble upon my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you subscribe? All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man. Ooh.